Hello and welcome to another Doctor System 1 video, and today I'm doing a Doctor Who related video on why I think the Sontarons should come back in Series 9. Well, I think personally, because the Sontarons, if you know anything about the Sontarons, it's that they're a war-driven species, and well, I think personally the their main aggression and lust for war would be really cool to be clashed against a very dark, serious Doctor. And Capaldi is that, or he's been written like that, at least in Series A. Apparently, from what I've read on articles online and stuff like that, apparently, I'm not 100% sure, because, I don't believe everything that I read or whatnot on the internet, unlike some people. But, nonetheless, from what I have heard, Capaldi's Doctor, the 12th Doctor, is going to be written in a way that is more less dark, but still with that darker undertone, but less dark on the outside, let's say, less rough around the edges. He's more sanded down this time around, and less maybe aggressive towards Clara at times, I think. Apparently that's how he's going to be written, but nonetheless, I think a Dark Doctor plus the Sontarons, you got your Dark Doctor plus the Sontarons clashed against each other and fighting, head to head. I think that'd just be an amazing viewing experience, really. And I think it was such a shame that the 9th Doctor didn't do a second series, so maybe he could verse, the Cybermen or the Sontarons, because two of which would have been really good against, the darker, 9th Doctor and that. And I think, personally, that's why, one of the reasons why I think the Sontaran two-parter in Series 4 wasn't as good as it could have been. I mean, I thought it was alright, Batman March absolutely hates it, but I don't mind it. It's not brilliant, but it's enjoyable, but it's not, flawless, basically. And also, the idea that the thing is, the 10th Doctor wasn't very forceful. He's not a force to be reconciled, basically, is what I'm trying to say. He's all, soft and bouncy and kind of, flamboyant, like Matt Smith and David Tennant are two of the very happier and kind of less serious, less dark, gritty Doctors. And I think when it comes to fearful enemies, I think that's sometimes when you can't really take them serious, and stuff, when they're versing their opponents in the series and that, and they're I'll defeat you and all that, and it's not as, it doesn't have that same edge and that gravitas to it as when Christopher Eccleston's 9th Doctor is versing the Daleks, or the 12th Doctor's versing the Daleks. It doesn't have that same impact and that gravitas and that velocity to it. Whereas when the 11th Doctor and the 10th Doctor are trying to be dark, it's it feels more forced on their iterations of the Doctor, their incarnations of the Doctor. And so I think that's why I don't think the Sontarans don't really work with a light-hearted Doctor, and I think that's why they'd be absolutely brilliant to bring back. Redesign them and just bring them back and do a new story. Maybe there's a Sontaran civil war of sorts, and maybe a few clone batches, I don't know, crash land in a medieval kind of castle or something, or crash land underneath one of the lakes or something, like a lake in a village, or near a house, maybe near an estate or something, there's a river, but the Sontarans crash underneath a river, and then, I don't know, there's people mysteriously missing and stuff, and maybe they're using the humans to, obviously repair the ship or something. I don't know, that's just a quick spitball of an idea, but yeah, I think they should come back. So yeah, thanks for watching, comment, rate and subscribe. I think you really should comment your thoughts and opinions down below on whether or not you think the Sontarans should or shouldn't come back in Series 9 and why.